I never thought I'd feel like this.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you boys are all having a wonderful, beautiful day. We got ourselves big old vault day 2 a day, big old loot day. Hopefully fishing out something good. 10:07, literally week away. 10:1, already on PTR. Are the servers back down again? Because they went down while I was checking out. I was checking out like the new stuff, the new invasion with like one of the incarnates and the gearing behind it. It was actually just kind of fun to play through, just because the class feels, Shadow Priest specifically, feels very, very different. It's kind of starting to grow on me a little bit. Dude, I'm actually so excited because this week is also going to be a big one. We got Mythic Plus testing too, and hopefully more changes. They said they're going to be doing more class stuff, more PvP stuff specifically. And they're going to have to do, they said something like, oh, with 10:07 coming out, they'll probably have even less people testing on PTR. So they're probably going to do like community events, like playing with the blues and stuff like that. I'm actually super excited, dude. I cannot wait until we can get some PTR PvP as well. Yo, Chris, my man, how you doing? Yo, can we get a hashtag Chris in chat? Showing appreciation for the wonderful, beautiful dono, my man. Thank you so much, my guy. PTR about to be wild. Dude, classes on PTR. it's good. Once they add a vendor with actual like tier sets, once we get a glimpse of what the new tier sets are looking like, I'm actually so excited,
shit!
dude. It could be so good. Yo, my man. Yo, let me see that alert. There it is. Like, dude, we might have to replace the Thanos. You know what I mean? It's not BFA anymore. It's way past BFA, dude. We might just have to do something a little bit more relevant. How you boys all doing? Though, welcome back. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, let me get the music back up and running here too. By the way, that song before this actually was kind of a vibe, not gonna lie. Actually just like a nice vibe. You know what I mean? Actually kind of good, not gonna lie. Oh my god, dude. Play with the boys? Oh yeah, what's up, Jake? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Instead of playing with the blues, you could be playing with the boys. Dude, exactly. I'm excited, man. Once channel 1 has gear vendors, let's have some PvP vendors too. Definitely gonna dive into some 5,000 ones on there, man. I think it's gonna be really fun. What's up, Silly Animal Guy? How you doing, man? Mad, do they add vendors with tiers of starting your raid? Not yet, at least. No, not yet. We don't even know what the tier set bonuses are going to be for now, so I think while we don't have any idea, I think at some point, like when they do raid testing and they're going to be doing Mythic Plus testing this week, they will have to add tier sets in there at some point because, well, our classes are going to play with these tier set bonuses one day. So you want to make sure you don't add you want to make sure you want to test the content with the tier sets and with like all the class changes, right? So kind of makes sense in that department. Although I do wonder, like I just thought about it, there was Shadowbreak's one of the tiers that's actually plays with the ability of Searing, not Searing Nightmare, Mindseer. So I guess it just loses that value altogether. Hopefully they have some tier sets. Let me even check just to see if like the PTR servers are even available for testing right now. Because I was messing around with them earlier. And then they went down and then nothing is available. Which means they took the servers down. Oh, they are down actually. Look at this. Hold on. Can I show this? PTR servers are down. They're just straight up down. Okay. This either means they're getting them ready for something else, or no idea, to be honest. What's your favorite tier set? You mean out of the appearances? Ooh. Well, my favorite tier set appearance, I would say, I mean, I can't say anything bad about the Rogue one. To be honest, I really cannot say anything bad about the Rogue whatsoever. Rogue looks good. Rogue looks solid. But if I had to choose like any other one, any other class, oh, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't really know. Like all of them look really good. Priest looks great. I'll tell you by the looks too, right? Even though like the Warrior one, I actually think the Warrior is super underrated. Can I pull up the Warrior one real quick on Wowhead? I think the Warrior one is very underrated. I feel like that one is actually really good in my opinion, but it's not going to be recognized by everybody. It's not going to be universally good for everyone. Where can I find it? Because they just recently had the Rogue recolors, which all look good. The Druid one, the Warlock one, I think also really good. But the Warrior one, I feel like that's going to be either hit or miss. But I think it's underrated, if I can find it. Did you see they had any more Nightborn appearances? I like it. I like it a ton. They got the Evoker, Demon Hunter, DK, Warrior. There it is. I'm just literally going through like the Wowhead article. I think this one is going to be underrated as hell. I don't think a lot of people are going to appreciate the looks of it. I like it a ton. I like the whole knight in shining armor kind of appearance. They got the dragons kind of like, I guess, spread across the shoulder and the belt. I really like it. I think it has this proper like knight appearance. Again, knight in shining armor kind of a look. I like how it has like the helm with the mouth, but it also has like guard, right? I think it looks sick, man. I think we haven't seen something like that in I don't even remember. It almost gives like a gladiator look, right? Like remember those gladiators during like the Roman days? Like usually that helm would be like a bucket helm with like a bunch of dots in there, but it was more like, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find like a picture. There it is. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Actually, exactly what I wanted to see. Can I just get the picture itself? Or maybe not. Open link, maybe? Image? That's all I want to see. There it is. Like that. That's what it gives me like a vibe. Gives me like a very similar vibe. Like a gladiatorial helm, except like ornamented. with like the whole dragon look. And I like the recolors. Like the white is probably good in PvP. Like this one is kind of whatever. But like some of the more interesting, like that's a really good recolor. Almost has a Power Ranger look to it, which I don't hate either, as someone who was a fan of Power Rangers when I was a kid. Like the boots, the gloves, the plated layered armor. I really like the way it looks. There's a little bit of like cloth. The shoulders are all not super like wide, but maybe the shoulders could be maybe like a little bit wider too. But like I think it looks really good. Like this color scheme too. Like the dragon, the armor, all that. I'm a big fan of like the different recolors that you can get out of it. That one probably looks the best, but this also looks insane. I'm hoping this will be the PvP set at some point. Maybe that'll be the elite set. I think this will end up being the elite set for PvP because it looks like all of them have like a white variant. But this one looks really, really cool too. I just love the way it looks in general. It looks great. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of that. Is that the here? I have no idea. Maybe it was here earlier, actually. What do you think of a Paladin set? The Paladin set I also don't really hate. I know there's a lot of like Paladin envy with the Priest set specifically, right? The Priest set are like, oh wow, that looks more like a Paladin set. I think in comparison, Priest definitely have won the tier set in this one. It's the coolest one looking, and the shoulders even have like wavy elements behind them. It's really neat. But yeah, with Paladin, I don't know. I don't hate it. I think it looks good. I think it's somewhat fitting for a Paladin. But I feel like I'm in the minority. Like, if you read some of the comments on, like, the WoW or whatever, like, everybody dogs on a Paladin set, but I don't think it's a terrible Paladin set either. You know what I mean? I feel like Priest, looking at some of the tier sets from, like, older expansions, like, they're a hit or a miss. Like, a lot of them are a miss, I feel like. Paladins, most of their sets over the last few expansions have been really, really good. And the new one is kind of more like of, I feel like it's fitting because it looks like an Inquisitor style set. But apparently it looks a lot better on like Tauren and stuff. Like, so depending on which race you play, it looks better on some than others. Like human, it's kind of boring, but Tauren looks apparently really, really good. Priest deserve an armored set. I really miss that part of a Priest. I feel like when you look at the older Priest sets from like TBC, Wrath or whatever, all of them have like a no helm, some kind of like a wingsy shoulders, maybe, sorta. But like they're all very reserved, except in Cataclysm where they basically became either their sink or a toilet bowl. That's literally all they had back in there. And then Mesa Pandari did not treat him super well either. Like some of those like sets in there during MOP also were not great looking. Like I looked at him, I was like, I don't know, if I was playing a Priest, I feel like I'm just getting like bullied with all the sets you're getting. And then in Warlord's General, it actually gets a little bit better. And then in WoD, it actually does become a little bit better, and then Legion, I think, that develops, and it goes back to more of the original, but also Legion doesn't have to do too many new stuff, but the new stuff it does, I think it does really well. And then Shadowlands, I don't know why, BFA Shadowlands, we didn't really have sets until we had the tier set from Sepulchre, which was good, I thought. And then this one looks good, and the first season of DF also was good. Like, I don't know. I do agree in the department of like, you know what, Priest, about time they had a good set. You know what, looking back, Paladins have had great sets for the last couple of expansions, except they didn't like that light bulb look they had during Throne of Thunder. Priest, I will agree, like if you look at some of those sets from previous expansions, like I think a lot of them were a hit or a miss, but it was like an even amount of hit or a miss. It wasn't like mostly good. Like Rogues, mostly good. Warriors, mostly good. Paladins, mostly good. Priests, I'm like, I'm lukewarm about some of them. Hunters, that looks nice. The chest piece is kind of weird without the helm. But the head, I need to see that whole set in pieces, like once we actually have it in game. That one I need to take a look at. That one I feel like could be good. I like some of the parts. I like that whole, not rustic feel, but like, how do you explain it? It's almost like a, not a rustic. I want to use the word rustic, but I know that's not a good word here. It reminds me of like some of the sets you would have in like Monster Hunter, like in that style. And I think that looks badass. I think those are really good looks in general. That's a compliment, unless you really hate Monster Hunter. I think some of those sets, like using the animals in the environment to make a set out of those, I think it's really, really cool. I think generally that's what most Hunter sets do. Also, by the way, some of the songs we have here back to back to back are just not amazing. Chat, open up a vault to start the day, starting up with the Demon Hunter and on to the next few characters. What's it, Animal Vault Day? Yo, hopefully it'll be good, man. Hopefully it'll be a high vault. Yo, make it trash, my man. How you doing, my guy? Can we get ads like make it trash in chat, my dude? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yo, Demon Lock, yo, hopefully they'll get something good. Demon Hunter already had gloves. These are actually exactly the same item level. So the thing is, I'm gonna turn my main gloves into tier set item anyway. So I think we take just the token of merit here, yeah? First out of the day. I think it's the first out of the day, because like if at least because I already have gloves, I don't really need a second pair. First out of the day, boys. That's how we're gonna start our evening. What's up, Trash? How you doing, my man? Although Trash out here with the dono, making sure we have a pretty good start to the day. Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate you, my man. Sambo, that's quite a bit, my man. Thank you, thank you. How did Evoker land among your other classes that you play? How do you feel about it? Like as a class, like the tier set? Are we still talking about tier? Or you mean like as a class, like is it more fun? Is it as fun as some of the other classes? Is it enjoyable? Is it like a big recommend? Or you mean like specifically a tier set? But yeah, depending. What would we invite YouTube, Twitch streamers? See, wait, hold on, what? Bro, you should invite the big YouTube and Twitch WoW streamers, see if they can make the 500 duels in a row. I'd love to. Just because I do YouTube and because they do YouTube, or maybe they Twitch streamer, just because I stream and they stream doesn't always mean like I'm like, I know them. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I would love to. I just don't have a way to contact a lot of these people. It's not like they're like in my social circle specifically. So it'll be one of those like, hi, you probably don't know me, but let me introduce myself. You know what I mean? It'll be one of those things. So I'd be down for it, but I'd need to like reach out to them and be like, hey, do you have any interest whatsoever? We've had a couple of people in here. We had Snoopy, for example. Snoopy is friends of a lot of our friends here, like Atherman, for example. He hangs out with them all the time. So Snoopy's been here. Soulscape also been here as well. Tickle also joined these before, but not all that often because sometimes like my schedule and their schedules don't really line up super well, especially since some NA and some of them are EU, for example. Doesn't always happen super well. For the Monkus, what am I gearing this thing as, by the way? Am I doing healer? Am I doing Mistweaver? I think Windwalker still, just because I can play Windwalker and Brewmaster. But I got some better gear on this guy. Come on, man. You can't do me dirty like that twice in a row. Twice? Oh my god. We're just going to be collecting all the coins. Okay, these guys got some of these other ults. Demon Hunter Monk really got to start doing some really higher keys than what I've been able to do. I'm just kind of going off of my item level. I can't really do much better than that. But twice in a row, we're just dud. We're just dudding it up. Are you kidding me? I do got to make some tier pieces though. That is just ridiculous. Okay, more mate. Thank you so much, Blood. Appreciate you, my man. More as a class, I like Evokers. I like them a lot. I think Evokers as a class has been super, super fun, especially since like I started really exploring it. I think the Preservation Evoker specifically, the healing spec, has a lot of depth behind it. Lot of depth, and it's one of those specs that you can easily make your main and like learn over time. And it wouldn't be like an easy main to begin with either. It'd be one of those mains that you would like really commit some time into and get better with. It has a lot of depth behind it. Who's your main? Right now it's Rogue. I decided for Rogue to be my main, but you know what? Honestly, going to 10-1, that's an opportunity to swap mains if we ever want to. I want to give Rogues a go. I want to see if anything changes when it comes to Rogues. But I want to explore some Shadow Priest. I want to play some Pally in 1007. I want to try a bunch of different ults. So like it's always an opportunity. Likely my Rogue, but like I always want to keep my mind open. You know what I mean? Let's just go with that. I want to keep my mind open basically at all times. Let's see. Cloth? I mean, it technically can be upgraded. I think I'll take it just because you can upgrade it with Valor, right? Just because you can upgrade it with Valor over time. But yeah, way better stats. That was a give vendor from possessing Demon Hunter. Otherwise, I'll tank. If there's a vendor, yeah, I'll be down for it. Yeah, I'll be down for it. That'd be cool. I'm in Preservation. I don't think I'll log it into my other healers at the moment. Really funny healer spec. Yeah, I feel like Preservation basically does what other healers does. Minus like absorbs. I mean, even then you kind of have absorbs there too. But like, it's just like a all-rounder really good healer. They really wanted to make Evoker really good. They were able to be successful. They were able to successfully do it with Preservation. Devastation, I feel like It has a good base. It just hasn't really picked up a lot of popularity or steam nearly as quickly as like Demon Hunters did back in Legion, I feel like. But they are starting to get better, and they're improving a lot when it comes to like parses and stuff. I feel like more people are starting to adapt around the Evoker DPS because one, they're effective, two, they don't really have any caps on AoE whatsoever like some of the other classes do, and third, they actually just do really good damage. It's just like, it's more about gearing them properly. So I feel like as people are starting to figure it out, there is a little bit of depth in the DPS spec, even though it feels like it's like 5 buttons worth of rotation. But it is pretty good overall. That's me with the Demon Hunter. I want to make something else, but Demon Hunter just feels right. DH, I feel like are in such a good spot right now, especially Havoc, because there's so much gameplay capabilities of like how you change your build and how you can adapt. There's so much more depth, even though you don't have a lot of abilities. Actually, that's not what you do, really. But there's a lot of depth in the Demon Hunter gameplay right now. And I feel like there's just so much more that could be done with it. It's just in a really good spot, too. You know what I mean? It's just really good. Pally, hopefully I get something good. I didn't mean to open it as a... What am I opening as? Holy? What is that? Oh my... I mean, like, I used to have a mace. So getting a better shield is not the worst. Already had a good shield. Wait, I guess it's better. Alright, whatever. It's haste versatility. We can play Proud, we can play Holy now. It's a fantastic crystallized bulwark. It could be better, it could be worse. It's a shield, and it does work. Not what I meant to do at all. I meant to open it as red. I guess I had my stuff set up as Holy last time. Oh my god. I guess if... It could have been a weapon. Could have been a weapon that would have given me... But I already have Obsidian Seer Crusher. God, I wish I had that at rank 5 though. Alright. A little bit of a dud opener, man. What is this? We gotta shake it off, boys. What is this opener? This is not what I wanted to see. Or at least not what I wanted to see. Hit 408 on my favorite word today. Nice, Chris. Let's go, my man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I've been trying to work up all my ults to get them close to like above that 400 atom level, trying to get past the curve and then go into the 405 and 410. Trying to do my very best. A lot of my ults, like some of the early characters we open a gear on, they don't have that opportunity yet. Also, I don't know why whenever I open up the Kultiran, not actually Kultiran, it's probably because I'm running the Atomic Calibrator, right? But I will open it up. Yeah. So whenever I would go into Cthulhu form or use a toy in order to change my race to Kulturan, I go and cast from a bear, just make it Kulturan. Oh my god. Alright, Feral Druid. Hold on. Feral. Okay, I do want to play Feral. I want to play Feral. I need a better trinket. I need a better shoulder. I need a better cloak. I mean, it's basically the same stats that I have, except better. I'll take it. It's a little bit the same crit, just more haste. Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm all master crit in this thing. Or I'm supposed to be, at least. That ain't gonna happen. Never gonna finish it up at all. But hey, item level is item level. A little bit extra stats goes a long way in the long term. That'll work. I will need to go and upgrade it, or enchant it at some point. But I'll keep it like this. Just so I can have it unlocked for now. Given a business support for PvP for sure. What's up, Mateo? But for some reason, I feel squishy as a balanced druid or PvP, super line and stunts. For some reason, it feels squishy as a balanced druid in PvP, super line, yeah. So Demon Hunters are not like the most tankiest. They used to have a lot more self-healing back in expansion like BFA. Just because you had so much passive damage that would just constantly heal you with Leech, and Leech was a lot bigger prevalent stat, so like survivability wise you were good. Right now Demon Hunter has more of like a hit and run play style. There's a little bit of survivability you can go for. Like you have good defenses, so as long as somebody can heal you, you should be good. You should be able to rotate those defenses, but you're no longer like, hey, let me just live forever kind of class. For PvE content, you do have more survivability than most. For PvP, however, that survivability is kind of limited. Mage. Arcade has been a lot of fun to play, by the way. I don't think I'll be getting anything good from the Vault. But who knows? A robe? That actually replaced exactly one of my last few blues. That is perfect. That is exactly what I wanted to see, chat. That right here is a tier set. Oh, tier set item, gotta be at least. So we have this. I gotta replace a helm. I gotta replace the pants. I gotta replace a couple of these things. But if I can get a better helm, better pants, because I can't really do Amos of the Blue, I can make a tier. At least you can make the 2 set. But if I can replace the other pieces, it will be golden. I need to take this thing to raid, man. I need to get a little bit more item level on it and then take it to a raid, because then I think it's gonna be golden. Alright, from here on out, these are more or less real characters with real gear. Love the Demon Hunter. Yeah. Super fun to play smooth right now. Yes, it's really, really good. If you play Demon Hunter, like I knew that a couple of guildies of mine were like, I don't know if I want to play Demon Hunter. They didn't play Demon Hunter since like BFA days. So like, I don't know if I want to keep playing it. I don't know if I really want to enjoy it. I feel like they're just Demon Hunters lucked out, because Demon Hunters could have been kind of like, they could have had the same start to like, I don't know. I feel like in BFA they had a bit of a weird start, but then it got better. Then Shadowlands had a weird start that got better. In Dragonflight, I feel like they've had a fantastic start and are currently dominating when it comes to popularity. At least when it comes to Mythic pluses and Raid as well. Not always top class, but generally good for just about every single fight. Is this a good trinket? Versus the Blaze Binder's Hoof. Strength. Your attacks have a chance to call a Centaur, increasing your party's speed. Centaur charges forward, doing 68 physical damage split amongst them. Could that be good? I think I'll take it. Just because it's a trinket. That may be better than Blaze Binders. Because I already have an on-use trinket. I have the Grief Torch. So would that be better? Hold on. Let me take a look at this. Well, treated well? So far, not really. First three characters were Dud City. Dudgeridoo, man. Dudgeridoo. It was actually really bad. It was really, really, really bad. Idle. Okay, that's what I want to do. I don't want to replace all my gems. Also, I played Arms Warrior a little bit. It's actually so fun. It's a little bit more involved compared to Fury, which feels like you can just kind of slam. My arms damage is pretty bad, though. I gotta get better at that. I definitely gotta get better at it. I need practice, man. I need to figure out, like, how do you play it properly? Because I feel like my damage shouldn't just be all overpowers, right? Like, it should just be all overpower. Yeah, but like, this feels like this is tyrannical damage or something. Like, what is going on? Where's the whirlwinds? Where's the cleaves? I feel like I barely get to press that button, that key run. Because it feels like I'm already Blade Storming, or I'm whirlwinding, or I'm hitting overpower, I'm going for executes. I feel like I'm never getting to press out cleave. Trinket is good for tanking. Is it actually good for tanking? I mean, it's a passive trinket, so like how bad could it be, right? It is better than Blaze Binders by 250. And apparently I should be doing 45k DPS and at least single target. Really? My stats are kind of off? What? Or is it just my weapon that's holding me back? I'm starting to think it's my weapon that's holding me back. Tell me there's a weapon I can get from like robots, right? That can be a weapon. That is not even a trinket, because it is trinket for some other ults. I need a better weapon. I've had this 372 for so long. I think that's what's holding me back. But I could be wrong with that. Oh my god. So that thing is better. It is an upgrade. It is for the arms warrior. It just ain't doing nothing. I need a tier set too. I feel like at this point, I just need to bite the bullet, take some of the gear that I have on this warrior, and turn them into tier just to have tier. Hunter is at least in a better spot. But yeah, I'll use the trinket for like everything. Grief Torch is just way too good. Way too good in value. And Blaze Binders are generally not that bad either. Alrighty. Hunter next. Where am I? Beautiful. Also, I've been retraining my Ruby Warp Shell. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but apparently Ruby Warp Shell's, it's not a great trinket, but it can do well, although you have to retrain it. Originally, people trained theirs to do single target damage. Apparently, you want to retrain it to do haze buff instead. Haze buff apparently is pretty good. Unless your class does not utilize haze whatsoever, haze buff is generally the best choice because it's like a mini bloodlust. And if you're practicing combat, it's probably the most impactful buff right now compared to the damage one. So if you want to train it, haze buff is the best. There it is, dude. It's not a haste heavy weapon, but having a proper weapon on the survival hunter, it's a pretty big buff. Just to give you guys an idea how big this is, I'm just gonna run it. I just want to see how big the numbers is. I don't know if survival hunter is properly calculated in raid bots, but that's a big one. Finally, I'm gonna put a real enchant on this thing, or at least as close to real enchant as I can get it. My goodness, hold on. Let's see, I don't know, like, let's put like something devotion like rank 2 at least, at the very least on this thing. Finally, man, big congrats on this one, dude. I'm happy. It's not the highest animal weapon you could get, but the only way you're gonna get better is like if I start doing 20s. Like getting a 415 weapon, that is huge. That is big. I'm pretty happy with this one. Let's see what it spits out at me. 2,000, man. 2,500. Beautiful. What does it even look like? Can I kind of matches the Mog too. I like it. Beautiful. Hell yeah. Huge weapon. Pretty happy with it. Anything with haste would have been a little bit stronger, but like getting a weapon upgrade is still massive. It's about that time, man. It's about that damn time. Although I'm not a big fan of like the staffs, like the way the Blood Elves hold the staffs for like combat. It's the same thing that they do like with spears. It's just like the animation looks all kind of funky. But that's a pretty big upgrade. And survival is now above that 400 item level. I gotta replace this trinket here. It's like, hasn't been bad, but it's so behind. It's so low. I need like a Grief Torch or Dacia trinket. But that means I have to bring this character to heroics. Which may not be the worst idea, honestly. Survival action pipes. Item enchant, weapon. I don't want to break the bank. Can't even afford these. So we're gonna go Sophic 2, which is less than 1,000. That's actually kind of inexpensive. That's pretty good. Again, not the best, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Beautiful. I'm gonna keep it as a staff for now. I like how Sophic Devotion takes so long to like enchant. It's almost like, hey, are you sure you want to do it? Are you sure you want to enchant it? Are you sure? Are you sure you want to enchant it? You can always go back. It's like, please, just put it on. I want to go. I got so many other cards to take a look at. I could also be really good. I was just thinking of like a haste trinket, but I don't think there's a lot of haste heavy trinkets. That being said, I don't really know what the best trinkets are for survival hunters specifically. I don't know what their best is specifically, but I'm guessing like any trinkets that like my rogue would use, probably survival hunter would also use. I imagine that kind of correlate with one another. Also, as a priest, I think I'm gonna start gearing this thing as a shadow priest. The new shadow priest changes are looking kind of good. I've been playing with it a little bit. I'm gonna go full master, boys. I'm gonna start gearing full shadow. Cord. It's an upgrade. Oh, I like how it's giving me haste crit, by the way, which is a biz for disc. No, disc even uses like haste versa nowadays. Not even crit. No priest uses crit anymore. Priest don't even use crit anymore. But at least it's an upgrade. Hey, Ashley has a higher item level than my hunter. Squeaking right past him. I'll take it, dude. Little upgrades like these is what we want to see. I need an upgrade on the Satanic Insight. I need to get more gumballs. We can start actually just farming out the pink gumballs too. So I'm probably gonna start doing that. Either as a shadow or as a disc. Like if I go with my Mythic, I can probably do that. Puzzle box, I think. Really? As a survival hunter? Puzzle box. Really? Why? Because it's mastery. It's puzzle box is good because it just gives a lot of mastery, a lot of it. It's so much. Even if it's like your worst stat, it's gonna be DPS upgrade regardless. But it's like the worst, notorious of one of the worst masteries of any class out there right now. Actually, notorious so bad. Also, started actually putting some gear onto the DK, getting upgrades. That's a tier item. I'll take it. that's 408. It's better than 372. I'll take it. Honestly, I'll take it. Getting a little bit extra tier upgrades here and there is fine. I am gonna have to. Do I have to actually craft it into tier? Do I have to? I can just keep it crit mastery, can't I? Because it's basically the same stats. Because I already have 4 set. Yeah, I guess I don't necessarily have to, do I? I don't have to change anything here. But yeah, I've been starting to itemize it. Apparently it's haste heavy. You are a little bit more haste heavy when you play the what am I trying to say? When you play what set is this even? I don't even know how to set it really. When you play, what's it called? How do I make the mog again? What am I trying to say, chat? When you play dual wield, when you play the two-hander build for DK. When you're playing the two-hander, apparently you want to use the what's it? When you're playing the two-hander build for DK, apparently you want to use the haste. Like you actually want to use haste in your gear. Apparently it's pretty good. I'm gonna call this how do you spell Phoenix? Phoenix? That it? Close enough, yeah. But yeah, apparently when you're playing the two-handed, you do want a little bit of haste. That's because you want to be able to get auto attacks in and auto attacks to kill command or kill machine procs and also gives you a little bit of more globals inside of that obliterate window. Just a little bit of haste, but not much. It's still going to be crit mastery for the most part, but you want a little bit of haste. So I'm starting to see if I can itemize the character a little bit better. And whenever if I make any more crafted items, like what potentially, I could maybe go like one that's a little bit more haste heavy, if I can ever get enough Perma Chaos for this. But that's an upgrade. I'll take it. Hey, first 3 characters that I'm trying to gear, all duds. All duds reduce. These other characters, the ones that are playing more than anything, they actually get a solid upgrades. Hey, now what's up, chat? Alright, my man, I hope you have a good one. What's a box icon? I think that combo? I don't know, man. That combo. I mean, it's probably good. Also, been playing a lot of Shaman. I feel like I'm a pro at this class. I've been playing a lot of Elemental Shaman. Do I have any, like, good sims? Good temple? So there's a temple that I did. I was competing with a Feral Druid. There was another temple where I did like 80k DPS. But I've been playing a lot of Shaman as Elemental. I feel like I've gotten so much better, dude. I am so much better as Ellie now. I've been practicing this thing. I feel like I have it down pat, the rotation, everything. It's been so fun. And I'm playing like the non-lava Ellie. I've been playing the Elemental Lightning Bolty Ellie. It is so ridiculously good. I'm enjoying this a lot. This is actually such a fun playstyle. It's gotten easier as I practice it a little bit more. There's definitely a little bit of like a rotational like specificity behind it, but it's gotten a lot easier because there's so many cool combos, and I feel like it is really good in like smaller target cleans. Can you share over? Can you share chaos? Yes, you can send chaos over. Yo. Oh, that's big haste actually. Hold on, that's big haste. That could be a lot better. We actually get good upgrades. Hold on. I did so many Mythic Plus dungeons. You can see exactly the fruits of my labor. Oh my goodness. What's good here? Chat, we're gonna have to sim this. What's good out of all these? Check you guys with me there. But yeah, you can share chaos now. Chaos, it looks like it's gonna be removed as a currency for patch 10.1. But yeah, I guess you can share over chaos is getting removed. Yeah, I wish it would kind of remove chaos now, honestly. I really wish it would just remove chaos now. I feel like that'd be okay. I'm gonna pop the cloak in, although I don't know if that's actually gonna be good. I'll have to put this with Sophic and everything. Yeah, that should be good enough. Hopefully. Hopefully. That'll work. I do wonder what the game is gonna recommend me. I think it's either gonna be Horn of Valor or the weapon. The weapon is haste, which is what I need. The more haste I can get, the better. Which is what I've been trying to go for anyway. Sim generated warning error messages. Check the sim notifications, check for the details. So the weapon is pretty good, huh? Generate some warning error messages like the sim notifications section for details. What is sim notification? Oh. Oh, disable flame tongue weapon. Ah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't actually need a flame tongue weapon at the moment. Yeah, because I don't even need to have it. I need to have like a haste buff. Okay, so we take the weapon then. Good. All right. Just double checking. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little bit sleepy from last night. I didn't really have much sleep. I'm just trying to make sure I'm taking the right one. Yo, 408. I think that's my second most geared character, if not the... Oh, that or the Evoker. One of those two is the more geared ones. And we're just gonna go Sophic enchant, just because I should get rank 3 Sophic. And eventually I will. I just need a little bit more gold on the alts. So I'll just keep storing gold little by little. Eventually we'll get there though, chat. Let me disenchant this, because maybe I could sell the mats if I get the purple. I did get purple. So that's an upgrade. Pretty happy with this one. Let me skip that song. Very happy with this one. Now we got what? Evoker and Rogue left? I'm hoping Rogue gets something, man, because we killed Razzie yet again. I'm hoping I get a fatty weapon on Rogue. I'll be very, very happy with the weapon on the Rogue. Let's let me mog the wait, no I can't. I was gonna say let me mog this into a... I was gonna say let me mog it into my mace, but I can't do the mace. I have to do some kind of like a yellow... Maybe dagger, this thing? Yeah, that'll work. That'll be fine. Beautiful. I've been enjoying Shaman a lot, man. That's another good class. Alrighty, Evoker, see if I get something good out of it. I need a little bit more score on the Evoker before I can just start farming Valor and then just upgrade on gear. But this thing has been ridiculously fun. I've been playing DPS a little bit more. Bro, it is so good. Like, I've been practicing it a bit. I got a lot more mastery, so it just feels a lot more impactful. I've been trying to itemize the character a little bit better with everything else. It's so good. I just had way too much haste. Way too much haste. Because a lot of haste now is offset by the tier set. Not where I meant to go. We also got gloves last time, I think it was. Which was an upgrade, a 4 or 6. So now my Shaman is the highest SAM level. So hopefully this is going to get something good. I can just start bringing this thing to the raid and see if I can get a Cardinal X like heroic version or something. Stompers. It is mastery. I think that's still an upgrade. Let me double check this one, chat. Just in case. Because I think that still is an upgrade. It's like, it's a net neutral change in terms of item level, but the secondary stats may just be overall better. Feet, Planeswalker Breeze. I'll just give him mobility, I guess. But yeah. And hopefully we'll get something good on the Rogue. So far, we had duds, but we also had big ups. And hopefully the Rogue will get something good at the end of it all, boys. So that's going to be a... Yeah, it's an upgrade of like 194. Okay. Alright. Really? 194? Why? Why? Well, why? Why am I so much? Alright. Does it have like indestructible? I guess it's nice to him. That's an upgrade though. 194. Why? It's same item level. It's just slightly better. Is it haste that bad? Oh, crit that bad of a stat? Or just mastery that good? I don't understand. Indestructible not bad? Yeah, for sure. For sure. I just don't understand why. Why it's 100? I mean, that's a little expensive. Let's run some movement speed. Movement speed by 225. Yeah, movement speed is fine. Would there maybe stamina is better for Evoker? Just because survivability? Maybe? I don't want to see if Mythic is going to be around here in a bit. Because if Mythic is around, we can maybe get some keys done together. Alright. Rogue time. And hopefully the Rogue will get something good, boys. Yo, brother, how are we doing tonight? Crazy, how you doing, man? Got a bunch of good loot. Actually started off with a couple of duds on a couple of characters that actually do need gear. But every other character that has gotten gear that I've been playing a little bit more, I've been focusing on a little bit more as of recently. They've got a lot better gear. They've got a lot better gear this week. So every other character that actually needs items didn't get anything good. Every character that doesn't necessarily need them, but still could use upgrades, always just got upgrades. So I really need to get higher end keys, man. I need to get more of that variety of keys for like score. They did buff the trinket recently, so Spiteful Storm is better, but man, what a... These are so bad. These are actually so bad. Why? Oh no, why? Oh, no weapon? That's all I've been watching Rogue this entire time is a weapon. Maybe we just pick up the Spiteful? I need to do 2 sims, man. I need to do a sim. Oh no, Chad. Oh no. I guess I'll sim it all up and see what it gets me, but I doubt I'll be placing Signal Melandris rate. Unless somehow we will be pressing. I don't think so. Offhand, cloak, leech bracer, legs, boots, all that stuff, feet. And what I need to do is do 2 sims. I need to do a sim in single target and then a sim in AoE. Because maybe that Razak Trinket did get buffed up. It's a really good single target apparently. It's really good single target, but I don't know how well it's gonna go long term. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it won't be. I got 2 sims going in. Socket for long term. Socket. Is there a socket? Does the ring have socket? Doesn't have socket. Yeah, socket probably has like the actual reward. Yeah, I'm taking some. I'm leaning towards socket right now. You know, I got pizza. Hey man, happy you got some pizza. I actually could go for pizza right about now. I haven't had much for lunch. How do you unlock the tier set for Mythic Vault prizes? So, tier set, you can either get it from Mythic, from Raid, or you get it from your Great Vault. The more slots you have finished up for your Great Vault, the more chance you have of potentially even picking up a tier set item. Even if you don't have a tier set item, you could always do the quest line. Every week is available for like to charge up the catalyst, and catalyst is just transform any item from the raid or dungeons into a tier set item, or like a world certain world gear into a tier set item, and that's how you can also get your tier set like a guaranteed way as like a bad luck protection. Hello, Dallas. What's up? Yeah, man, I'm a good one. I've gotten to the point where getting an upgrade is less and less likely. At least next week I can start working on your ring. True. So maybe like getting sockets is like the play at this point. So patchwork single target. It does say Spiteful Storm is my best. 1,000? I'm sorry, huh? 1,000? It's single target? What? I'm sorry, huh? Excuse me? 1,000 over Whetstone? Are you kidding me? Why's it 1,000? Yo, if you tell me that trinket is good in Mythic pluses, it's actually okay. I'm just gonna go roll with it, man. I'm just gonna take it, roll with it. High item level, I'll take it. I won't say no to that. What is going on, man? 1,000. I don't understand it. All right, well, while this is happening, let me do this real quick, chat. Let me do this here real quick, by the way. Have you guys got to open your vaults yet? A lot of you guys are EU, so I guess you're opening up that either later this evening or tomorrow. Also, by the way, Razzie got nerfed quite a bit. Razagath got nerfed by a ton. So it looks like you'll be able to play just about any spec you want on Razagath. I think we're going to try some people trying wacky stuff this evening. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I actually am excited to play Razagath as Outlaw. I think that fight will be infinitely more fun as Outlaw than it is as Subtlety, because I played it way too many times as Subtlety. Way too many times. And it's just kind of boring as Subtlety. Like, Subtlety as a spec is great. It's just that spec in that fight is pretty boring because it's sort of like very... not predictable, very repetitive, I guess is the best word. Very repetitive. Where Outlaw, there's always like variation in rotation. Subtlety is like, I'm using same cooldowns, the same abilities in the same spots in the fight every time I do it. Which, part of the spec, comes with a job kind of deal. But man, the lack of variation is pretty bad. The only variations you get is like when you have to hold cooldowns because you got a mechanic, so you have to run it out, drop a mechanic, come back in, then you could go back to rotation, and then things get kind of skewed. But like, it never really feels like it's super different. As Outlaw, it's still super like varied, so much fun and so much variety. Plus, better sustained damage, where Subtlety has very big on cooldowns. But yeah, so hopefully tonight we'll be able to play a bit of variety, chat. Yo, watch this trick be like actually good on plus, because I actually want to try. I love Whetstone, I love Grief Torch, but having two unused trinkets as a class always felt weird to me. I can't be the only one. Having two unused trinkets always felt like awkward. At least it's out, you can kind of just send one of those trinkets while you do a rotation, and the other you can use in between a rotation. But like normally having to use two unused, it just feels like delayed value compared to like unused and a passive. Alright, Sims, what do you spit out at me? Tell me. Tell me. No! Cloak. It says Cloak is a little better. So, it still has this combo as the better combo. And this is 48 loss. I think I'd take the Trinket and use it on a raid chat. But nothing is really all that good. Like, the Cloak is a downgrade. Yeah. Huh. That's unfortunate. Did you try to enhance Shaman? So much fun. Oh yeah, enhancements are really fun. We played it the last week, I think, or the week before that. Enhance is definitely really fun. I've been playing a lot more of Ellie. I think we just take, or do we just take socket, chat? What do we do? Do we just take Spiteful, or do we just take another socket? Because what else can I socket? Aeronaut Ring is socketed. This could use a socket. That's got a socket. That doesn't have a socket. I'm thinking we'd take the Trinket Spiteful, right? Top evoker is 98 mastery. Dude, that's a lot of mastery. I need that on my evoker. That's the only thing I'm missing right now is just a bunch of mastery. Because I have item level, but like not enough mastery at all. So I need to replace a couple of pieces. Because I was thinking like maybe I can catalyze this cloak, but I already have a cloak. You can't catalyze rings. I think it takes Spiteful, man. Plus it's Tyrannical Wig this week, so I imagine that'll be pretty good too. Yeah, I'm thinking it takes Spiteful, man. So that'll be good on boss fights. Because at least it's like some sort of an upgrade to some sort of degree. And I have another. I need to start making gear with a concentrated Prime Infusion, man. I gotta start doing something with those. Also, I don't have any Prima Chaos on this rogue. That is not great for the raid tonight. Thinking for sure. Trinkets he had performs a raid on plus. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because at M plus, like it's a Tyrannical Week, so I imagine the trick will be pretty good there, right? Even though Windscar Whetstone is generally good too. But in Sims it says like Whetstone is probably going to be better for M plus. Does Whetstone do more damage than like AoE, by the way, or is it like same damage to like one target or all targets? How does it work? Because I know the Grief Torch is like has a chance to splash out to nearby mobs. So like Grief Torch will do the damage says on total of like 259, but it can splash out to other enemies as well. So like almost doubles in value. I mean, it crit half the time, not half the time. Crit like 3 out of 10 hits. Yeah, so it's like it's got quite a bit of value, but then you got this one. So it does, okay, hold on. Well, it does, it crit out of 35 hits, it hit crit 8 of them. Because this is like doubled its value, but it can crit on other things. I don't think Whetstone, I think it does same amount of damage to all enemies, so it like splits it. The damage is split on a 2-minute cooldown. I don't know. So one is like a damage that splits is more better at single target, but it's kind of okay in AoE maybe if it gets a bunch of crits or whatever. And then you have this trinket that kind of requires you to really have one target that you can balance this Spiteful Storm against multiple times over. But it's pretty consistent because it works off of your ability specifically. So let's say if I were to replace it, for example, and if I just pick one target, right? And eventually like that one target is going to generate me those stacks of Spiteful, and it's always going to keep hitting that one target specifically. I think it's like every time I crit or every time I got spells and abilities build stacks, so just casting an ability, so it's pretty consistent in that regard. As long as I have like one specific target that I'm focusing on, like this guy here with a grudge. So usually you can, that's pretty easy to do when you find like the biggest guy in the group or whatever. And you can just kind of bounce a trick between them. I guess the damage starts out pretty low though, doesn't it? And eventually does progress. And it doesn't even look like it's super consistent. Maybe it has like an internal cooldown. Potentially. It's possibly. That's up to 6, 7, 8. And they're procced. Then I got the Gathering Storm buff. I don't know. Like, it's not terrible. It's not immediate damage. Yeah, it might just be better like a Ray Trinket. Pure single target, Tyrannical Weak Trinket. Not terrible. I guess it builds up over time. I'm pretty sure in single target though, it's pretty decent though. Because of how often procs. Yeah. I guess also you'll take a look at the agility you get out of it too. Like the max amount of agility you get. Compared to like, what, just mastery? And no secondary stats, primary stats or whatever. Okay, I'll try it in raid. I just wish it was like one of those universally good trinkets. Although, how much of a damage loss was it? In AoE, it's only about a 48. I don't know, chat. 48 damage loss. Like, is it worth? 48 damage. Like, I feel like I just slot that trinket in and just not think about it. Whetstone splits. Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm starting to think like Whetstone or Spiteful Storm. Hold on, let me just take a look at this. Let's see if anybody's even playing Whetstone as a rogue or Spiteful Storm. Outlaw is back on top, huh? When did that happen? All of a sudden, was it just from this week? Because Outlaw was on the C tier for a good while. Trinkets. Trinkets. Am I blind? Trinkets. So Whetstone passive. That's a good one. Passive. Whetstone, this is a good combo. Yeah, nobody's playing Spiteful at all. I'm starting to think maybe there's Whetstone and Grief Torch because it's just like decent combo. I really do need a Storm Eater's Boon. It's a good one. Big AoE value. Big, yeah, okay. I don't know, man. Doesn't matter really. Paladin, challenge me to duel. Okay. Whetstone probably better to take into account boss fights, mini boss, etc. Yeah, probably. I think I'm gonna trust this thing. I think I'm gonna trust the Spiteful. I'm gonna trust Spiteful, see how it goes, see how it plays. I'll do Spiteful here as well. In the sub tree. We'll see how that goes. We'll trust it. And we'll see what happens with it. Because maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be alright. Maybe it'll be okay, chat. Who knows, right? Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be alright. Maybe it's not the end of the world. Alrighty, boys. Let's get some of the odds done for the weekly. Chat, I'll let you guys decide what to start off with, man. I gotta start getting these characters real keys done for the week. Should we start with the rogue and just test out the Spiteful Storm trick and see how it goes? Just jump at a 20 maybe. Storm Eater's Boon is super fun and amazing AoE DPS plus the dangerous at the same time. Yeah, can't you grapple around with it as Outlaw? Because you could use certain mobility abilities like Shadow Step and grappling with that trinket. If that's still the case, I imagine for Outlaw, just having grapple saved in case you need to move or Shadow Step in may not be the worst idea, right? Because at least you got some mobility. But yeah, the big risk versus reward may be kind of fun. Go rogue? We could do rogue, man. Just jump into 20. See if that trinket does like anything at all. Go for it? Okay, let's just F it. We'll do it. We'll just do it. See how it goes. We'll try it out. Get our weekly 20 out of the way. See if maybe guildies are doing any. Alrighty, give me a second here, boys. Alrighty, I need 20s. What do we have for 20? My bags are a mess, by the way. Don't ignore my bags. I really do need Primal Chaos, though. I really badly need Primal Chaos. If I want to be able to raid tonight. What is this? What do I get? Oh, Primal Chaos. Perfect. Beautiful. Wait, can you just get a bunch of Primal Chaos from those? Have honor. Oh, now let me buy another one of these boxes. I need Primal Chaos from like anything and everything right now. Literally anything and everything. What do you guys? This guy? Here we go. At least one. I don't want to spend all of my honor. 2. Okay. Alright. Autogo Skull. Although you don't recognize the name, it should probably be a hazard to anyone who signed it. Yeah, seems like it. Seems about right. Also, I need to pick up like the weekly quest for the, the week. That's gonna be a bit of stuff too. I need the Tusker rep anyway. Could be the talents Dell? Yeah, go for it, my man. That's what I've been rolling with so far. This has been my setup of talents. At least for Mythic Pluses. Trying to go for a little bit of utility, a bit more mobility, giving up the cold blood, but I'm picking up Shadow Step. And I'm paying more into that green skin build. You could give it up and just go count the odds. And then you're basically playing the ambush version of Outlaw, which is effective. It's good. I just think it's very much RNG, or very much tied to RNG, so I'm not as big of a fan of it. Like, it's good. It's just, I kind of like the consistency that I get with Between the Eyes and green skin. I think it's just really, yeah, I don't have to worry about the RNG of it all. Also got a bottled essence. Court? Yo, did we just do this court? Did we just get a group together for those court boys? Just get the court out of the way. I did so many courts, I feel like. One key I do need to do at some point is get myself a proper 20 Azure Vault. Every other key I have is a 20. Everything else I got. That's the only one I don't have. Do we just escort, man, or do we just sign up? Hold on to my court, see maybe somebody else got a key. Potentially. Plus 20. What keys do we have? Algathar and Tier. So let's do an Algathar, man. Let's see if we can sign up for an Algae. Do an Algathar. Chat. Should we do the Algathar sub or Outlaw? Is another question. Would you rather see sub or Outlaw if we do an Algathar? Because there's a couple academies, man. We go to the academy. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start out in subtlety, because apparently, like, people are not checking you to see if you're in the right spec for rogue. Apparently, some people in Rogue Discord reported that when they pop in the group, people check to see if they're subtlety or outlaw, and apparently people are getting booted if they're in rogue spec without a word. They just peep them, boot them. Outlaw just got home. What's up? I'm excited, my guy. I hope you have a good one. Welcome, my man. How's work? 420's down on different characters on Mythic. First 2 or 3 characters kick W. Not too bad loot. I'll install. Yeah. If I get bad loot, I'll install. Yeah, at this point, if you get bad loot, yeah. I'd feel pretty upset about it too. Let's see. Maybe we can do it. I'll go to 21 now. Sign up. See if they take us. Because there's only 19s. Outlaw. We could do Outlaw. I'll just start a sub and I'll switch to Outlaw. And I'll see if that's true, if people do actually get booted for being a wrong spec. So, because so far I've done a lot of my cases Outlaw just fine. And the damage has been pretty okay. It's just you're capped for like certain parts of like Algathar, for example. There's going to be some parts where I'm capped. I can't really do much about it. But that's about it. That's the right spec, lol. I think so. I have a 20 academy. You want to do it? If you want to do it, I can DPS. We can pick up some pumpers for 21 chests in a month. Nice, that's pretty good. What's the right spec, lol? Right now, apparently subtlety is the right spec. And subtlety will play as like the Mythic Plus version. That's not what I wanted. Mythic Plus version. With Shuriken Tornado, Secret Technique. And you'll play into both the Dance Macabre and Dark Broom. You will give up a couple of these energy things along the way. But it's not super bad. It's generally pretty okay. But yeah, that's more or less what the playstyle would be for a sub-rogue in Mythic Pluses. I do wonder if they're giving up maybe like without a chase for like one more Shadow Focus. I doubt it, because then you can't really reach down here. Do you kind of need this? Or pick up one of these maybe? Elemental better than Enhancement at the moment for 1+. I think Enhancement is a lot stronger right now. Personally, I think Enhanced is a little bit stronger. That being said, Elemental could do well. SP? Yo, huge. You want to tank the Algae? Okay, if you want to tank it, that could work out. I am the group lead? What the? Okay. Should I list it then? Should I list the Algae? Hold on. Give me a good group? Oh my god. Alright. Plus 20. I'm gonna list it as Algathar. Oh no, dude. Alrighty, boys. It's not my key. It's SB's key. I'm gonna take the biggest Giga Chads I see for this plus 20. I'm gonna be selective because, again, not my key. If it was my key, I'd throw it away into a void. It's not my key. It's SB's key. So I'm gonna be a little bit more... Why do you get to place responsibility on me, first of all? But I am gonna take this one seriously. I'm gonna be very selective. Need me? If it fell, definitely your fault. You put me on the spot, dude. Oh my god, man. Look at everybody who signed up. Everybody wants it. It's like, yo, give me. I'll probably take people that have done it before. Like an Evoker Healer is probably good. And a little Pumper is probably okay too. Probably not a bad combo. Gorfox, that is a Hunter. That is a Lust. So that could work maybe? Now that's the problem. Like, you're giving me the responsibility, and now it's like, well, I feel like a jerk if I don't take my homies now. You know what I mean? If It's Raging, Feral, Nutty in there. Feral? Okay, we can pick up a Feral. Hold on. Anyone for Al 20? Let me see if I can just ask Guildy. See if I can get a homie in here. Because we do have a couple of people, at least one of them that plays a Feral. Feral's really, really good. Go proximate. Yeah, I know. So I'm thinking maybe pick up Lil Pumper and... Okay, well, they're gone. We do need a healer. I guess we could pick up Mythic because it is a hunter. Yeah, we should pick up Mythic because it's a hunter. That's the marksman. Because I'm thinking Lust, but I'm also thinking like a D and Rage play. D and Rage angle. Although Evoker's also really good too. Derp Blizzard. There's this guy too. Because we don't need that many melee. We have B-Res with you. We do need a Lust. So maybe pick up an Evoker and a Hunter and we'll go like that. And we'll pick up like a random any other healer then. Because then we'll have a little bit more flexibility. But like Shamans are not bad. That's the problem. Like, why are you giving me that possibility, man? I could also run the Monk or Evoker. You know, actually, if you bring your Monk and you play Windwalker, I feel like that actually would be fine. I feel like Windwalker would be maybe a little bit better. Just because I can like have a little bit more... Because we can just like run the Windwalker for the AoE. And then single target DPS. B-Res and Cookies, Pumper. Oh no, dude. Soothe, Shroud, Big Deeps. Oh no. Oh no, dude. All these messages because they're such nice boys. But it's not my key. Oh man. Okay. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. I can do this. We can get a group together. I believe. Do we pick up a mage? I feel like an Evoker is really good. But Evokers are only good if you have a PI. So like if you have a priest, like a holy priest, with a PI to PI the Evoker, that'll be a solid combo. NG, BR, drums, high Versa. Is Versa a thing you need as a priest nowadays? I guess it's survivability, right? Man, all of them are picking up like notes. All of them are adding like little notes of like, yo, I could do this and I could do that for you. I could do this. Like, I just feel so bad. Okay. Pick up your Monkus just so we have the big AoE. That's double melee. Evoker, healer, and a rogue. We don't really need another rogue. Shadow Priest is also really good. Outlaw. Okay, well I guess I could play Outlaw. Yeah, I could play Outlaw if I'm the lead here. No one can tell me what to do. In this group, no one can boot me. Alright, so Druid. Druids are generally really good. Plus the pure not single target, but a tyrannical weak. So then having tank healing is great. Evoker's are generally good at all healing. But a Druid is really good. If only Zuckles was on, dude. If only Zuckles was around. Because Zuckles, I know he's really good. Evokify. Did Pete say anything? Hold on, let me see Pete in the key. 20 Alg? Because he's a priest, which is not amazing as a tank healer, but I just trust him. I trust Pete. Like, he would be a fantastic healer. He knows these dungeons like the back of his hand. That could be a combo. Warrior and Evoker. But like, we'd be going melee heavy. I mean, I guess we do have a melee composition, don't we? But I think having at least one range wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, picking up like one range DPS. I think that's the play. Maybe like a hunter? Because we do need a luster. So hunter would kind of like remove that pressure off of the group. Why'd you have to pass me lead? I still hate this. Shadow Priest? I don't know. Maybe a hunter, man. Hat Fat? If only I could get some of these boys for 20s, man. Nobody responded. I'm getting ignored here. Get on Donawald by my own guild. Where's Hat Fat? I didn't see him here. Oh my god, it's all over the place. I'm enjoying this. He just enjoyed torturing me. Giving me the responsibility. The weight of the world is upon my hands. What do I do with it? What do I do with these hands? Okay, we'll pick up Hat Fat. And we'll pick up a healer. So that's a Luster. That's a D Enrager, which just kind of works out. I think a Druid would be the best choice for us. That or Pete. Okay. You guys to finish like issue being Dana? Okay. Like an Evoker is also really good because they do have a DN Rager, like a big AoE DN Rager. Short bus VO. Maybe we'll pick up the Evoker, man. Couple druids in here. Like a druid is generally good. Maybe Evoker though. Maybe we trust the Evoker, man. Trust in the Evoker, chat. Because they're generally really... Oh, shoot your shot, King. They're generally really good. I'm thinking maybe do the Evoker. I'm thinking do Evoker. Pick up short bus. It'll be fine. That'll work okay. Alright, I'll need somebody to summon. Add stone, unless you guys are already here. See the aspects? Okay, well, I'm waiting for you boys. Everybody should have a port. Everybody here don't have 20 algae, so everybody should have a portal. Shouldn't need to summon anybody, but we'll see. We'll see. It'll be part of that test. Do they actually have the ports? Oh, he's already in. Yeah, I guess everybody should be able to just port, huh? Barrier's refuge. He's just fluid. Alright. I guess I just waited. Alright, who's getting here? Hat fat? Alright, a guy. Alrighty, my dude. You got the trinket and everything. I guess this is weeklies. No, you didn't stream raid tonight? Yes, I think we are streaming the raid. We did have Razzie nerf, so I think we're gonna try to see if we can play most of this instance in Outlaw. We'll switch out subtlety if we have to. Looks like we'll be skipping straight to Razzie Geth as soon as possible. So getting through Aeronog, and then slapping through Diurna, and then doing Razzie, and then we should be good to go. So yeah, I do want to stream it tonight. I do think I want to stream it this evening. A lot of potions of versatility. I don't remember actually getting that many before. Anybody got a food, by the way? Anybody got a feast? Beautiful. Hell yeah. Because I can just kind of use my, what is it, the boost that I have with the food buff to just kind of keep the food buff even if we wipe. Go to Vex and double him back. Okay, yeah. Run it however you want to, SP. Your key. Run it however you like. All that good stuff, yeah? EU welcomes with daylight stuff. Yeah, dude, with daylights. Yeah, daylights have messed me up pretty badly, man. Some of you guys were like, "Oh, why does the stream up early?" No, not for me. But time zones are a thing. But yeah, dude, daylights. I felt like it was one morning that I woke up. I was like, "Oh, I should be awake. I should be able to get enough time, get everything done." I'm like, "Oh wow, time flew by. I just felt like I time traveled." So then I was like, "Oh, okay, well there it is, beautiful." And then I kind of just had to take a day off, and then I just kind of been, my schedule has been disheveled since, and I've been really just trying to claw back to like a normal schedule since then. I was until March 26th to go forward in time. Yeah, getting an hour back, or losing an hour really, it's not that fun. At least in my opinion. I'm not, I don't enjoy it nearly as much. I like gaining an hour, because then I can sleep in for a little bit longer. That's about the only advantage I really have. Give me a sec here. Okay, it should be set. Cool. Alrighty. Pass lead? Yeah, let me do that real quick. Sorry about that. Please don't play behind me, Evo healer things. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm gonna be sticking right in front of you. Oh yeah, evoker with healer and all that. Yeah, I never even thought about it actually. As Evo. Usually what I do as Evoker, I usually just kind of hang out to the side so I can like, because at least the green breath at least has a bit of a better angle in the frontal. So it's kind of okay-ish. Alrighty boys. Outlaw, running the trinket, trying to see how well it works. Tyrannical week. What is the affixes for this week actually? I had the key here earlier. Raging Storming, actually easy week. Easiest week of my life. I think I'm gonna pick up versatility just because I have a lot of crit anyway. Versus seems like the best buff. Did we want to skip this, by the way, or are we just kinda... Are we just pulling? Okay. Sometimes groups like just do skippy. Big skippy dippy. Raging? Yeah, definitely want to de-enrage him whenever we get a chance. Yeah, the target cap is starting to feel a little bit more real now. Starting to feel a little bit more real. Starting to actually feel it. Let's compare it to sub. And even then, sub like is soft capped. But like it does make a difference at the end of the day. Oh, the Evoken was a strat, good. Because if you're ranged and if you have this worm Ravager trying to like charge to you, if you just land decided when you try to charge it, he just doesn't do anything. I don't have a way to stop the book. The blinded. I don't know if we got a leg sip or anything. Ring is good. Can't really shiv. I can stun it. I think I'm saying my trick at this point for the boss. Just because it will be a bit too much DM. Boss will take forever anyway. I'm dead. Unless... Okay, sorta. I thought I had the thing under me. I honestly thought I was just dead. Thought it was over. Yeah, my damage so far has been a little bit on the lower end. Just hard cap. That or maybe just like compared to a Marksman Hunter. Because I don't think I've done a key with a Marksman Hunter in a while. Maybe they are supposed to be doing that much damage. It's more than me. Oh, that felt great. That felt fantastic. Can I have another one? That guy's dead insta. Should be able to res him though. Just give Torch Valley chat. Well, it's just been super unluck, right? Just super unlucky combo. That was super unfortunate because I actually had my go there. Try to make damage happen. Tank dead? We're probably dead then. That's probably key. Unless the evoker just kites. Yeah. I think it's over. I think that's key. That's very unfortunate. That's actually super unfortunate. One of the orbs got to him. Is that what happened? I mean, I'll be down to give it another go, but I think that probably might be the key. That might be... We could do a tree? Okay, we could do a tree. I guess he wants to just less it? Okay. We could try that. We could probably just do a tree, maybe then the bird, and then come back to that guy later. I don't know how long the tree would take. But as long as these guys are down to give it a try, I'm okay with it. Rough? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Super unfortunate. I feel like we were taking a while without boss. I don't know if it was just like maybe the damage got lower. Didn't do 20% of my speed to wipe SMH. I know, right? I know. That's just how it would be, though, honestly. That is how it would be with some groups, though. Oh yeah, this is where I'm really gonna feel that hard cap. Just don't get hit by the green at all, ever. It might be okay. Like that. Unless you have like a giga defensive ready. Also, these things got a lot of buffs. A lot of stacks. They were juiced. Oh, they were actually just juiced. Okay, yeah, I think that might be key. GG. Yeah, that's a GG. That's unfortunate. Was that just like healing or was it just the damage? I mean, he hit you with a time dilation, but I didn't really see a lot of like heals. I mean, he was doing stuff, sorta, kinda. But I'm not really sure. I don't know if it was the evoker or it was just like the DPS was kind of on the lower end. Okay, yeah, SB done. That's unfortunate, man. I'm sorry about that key, man. Just 130k burst. I love how even 319 fire mages invalidates bosses to 130k burst. Dude, mages just break the balance entirely. They're just absolutely blasted bosses. Sorry about that, SP. Alright, chat, let's try another key. Let's try to see if we can just join one just to make it a little bit easier on ourselves. I am so sorry, SP. SP, tell you what. I'll hold on to my key. I'll hold onto my court for you, okay? Just to make sure you at least get a proper 20. Easy 20 court. I'll just hold on to you. Hold on to you for hold on to the key for you. God, I can't talk today, man. Actually, just can't talk today. Or ever, really. Oh, okay. Calls. Alright. Sounds good. Temple? Is that a good key? I feel like Temple is good if you can get past the fish boss. Like, if you can get past that guy, it's golden. Let's try another chord here, maybe. How does that trinket do, by the way? How about on bosses? How did that trinket do on the bosses? Because there was Hunger Lasher. Does it not count bosses? Got a 20 as but we could try it sometime this week. Yeah, we could totally do that. That'd be cool. Shadow Moon. Here's another Shadow Moon. Hey, I'll try to sign up for that one. See how it goes. Yeah, that game might have been one of those, like, because the damage for that SBG, that whole run was kind of okay. Like, we were doing pretty okay for a good while there.
Close your eyes.
At least we got SBG, so I'll start heading that direction. Actually, let me just port. What am I doing with my life? Oh, that is so weird. There's so many little portals now. Okay. That is so funny, dude. That is so funny to me. There's so many little portals now. It's just all the dungeons from different eras and just everywhere. Lots of ice sack and rages flies plus lots of low HP mobs and raging. Yeah, it just might be one of those where you just get overwhelmed damage. That might be one of those things where you just need more damage. And that's and I can only do so much of that. Is anybody else here? Okay, I'll go out here, just help someone. Yeah, it's one of those things, maybe if I was subtlety, they might have played a little bit better. Just because my damage is all over the place. Because that was like the whole, like, all the trash, right, from the dungeon. So, like, my overall wasn't bad, damage-wise. It looked like it was kind of okay. Like, me and the Hunter were in Mythic's world fairly even. It's just one last slasher pack was really... Hunter was gaining a lot of value. I think the Hunter would have maybe been top damage at the end of the day, though. Who knows, honestly? Who knows? We'll try this one, though. Shadowman might be a little bit easier. I wonder what Cataclysm TPs will be called. Oh yeah, they never really had portals in Cataclysm, didn't they? I'm sure they'll call them like something similar. I doubt it will be like very all that different. I'm sure it'll be something very familiar. All of it. There we go. This is what they got. Hero's Path, Dragonflight. They'll probably just call it Hero's Path Cataclysm. I think that's literally what it's going to be called, is just Hero's Path Cataclysm. This is what, Mists of Pandaria, Legion. It's just like Hero's Path expansion name. Not sure what all it is. I'm actually really excited to see what the how the dungeons are going to play out overall, though. Like, I really want to try whatever they get the Vortex Pinnacle working, because that'll be really cool. Alright, boys. That last one was just absolutely not what we wanted to see. This is it. This is the real run. This is it. Or I delete my rogue. Because I'm confident. Confident this is it. What should just go sideways for no reason. Now that I said it. Oh, not having Sanguine is so nice, dude. Oh, that is so nice. What a quality of life change. What a quality change. That's an evoker too. Did you just pop off, or was that like... That was CDs. Okay, I was gonna say, like... I feel like that should be my pull. That should be really good for me. But that get popped off on the 3 mobs. I also gotta play evoker this week, because I had a lot of fun with it last week. It says the Shaman got a lot more gear. Like, I shouldn't really need that much time on the Shaman this week. Hopefully. Should be able to play alts and stuff for a good while. I'll be the ethical gamer pressing my D and rage button. Even though I really just want to press ambush there. Alright, hard capped. Hard cap spots. I hate these ones with the spiders. I think that's where like a whetstone would have been better, because at least whetstone would like hit all these spiderlings. And I'll have a chance of like critting. I guess Invoker? No way, dude. A time to try, overtime 22 but 1 minute because Sanguine healed. Yeah, dude, Sanguine is just... I really do hope they maybe change Sanguine where it's like... There's a kiss and a curse mechanic to it, you know what I mean? Like, if you play it properly, there's like some kind of a bonus you can enjoy out of it. I think that'd be really cool to see going forward. Not like the affixes should make the dungeon runs like specifically... Because they did say they don't want affixes to become like really a buff. It's rather just an extra hurdle for you to overcome to make the dungeon more challenging. It's supposed to be a challenge with the affix system. But I do hope they add like some kind of like a benefit out of it, right? There's some kind of like a buff you can, like if you play the affix correctly or can game the affix, you can get like extra value. Come on, boys, I got my 5 buff. Please. Please. Yeah, we'll get like 2 seconds of 5 buff. I noticed a lot of people start out on this side, by the way. I think for the daggers, yeah. Or maybe it's because we don't have to remove for the evoker. Also, this guy just blasting the boss doing 100k. What the hell? Huh? Evoker? This guy in the opener is just doing 100k DPS. Huh? It's still like at 100k DPS. What? I don't understand this. Hold on. I know evokers are good, but come on. What is this? I'm gonna plug this. Instead of taking bonus damage. Still just doing 94k. I'm sorry? Is this like actually geared, properly geared evoker? Like me and the warrior are just straight up struggling, Douglas. You're just making us look bad. Okay, well I gotta give Mario evoker this week. I gotta figure out what he's doing. Guy's an absolute pumper. I see his damage does wane after like a big burst though. So maybe that's where I can like squeak out some DPS. If I had any kind of burst to follow. Kind of dry though myself, honestly. Still a boss. I guess it evened out at the end of the day, yeah. Kind of sort of close, but you may say like, oh, another PTR update. Hold on, another 10.1 update. Hold on, chat. Give me a little bit of a rundown. What's the PTR update got? I can't go look. I'm mid key, but apparently you updated on PTR 10.1 update. Oh, I wonder if there's more class changes. That's what I'm interested in. I wonder what they'll say about like priests, like this, like Shadow Priest specifically, with that feedback. Yo, I'm doing no damage. Hatred Warrior, the Evoker. I absolutely do no damage. What is this? Evoker third spec confirmed? Nah, okay, hold on, Ath. I knew you trolling me, Cap. Okay. I was gonna say, because it looked like in the, what is it, the quest text, it does seem like there's like some kind of a third Evoker spec. Some people are saying it's gonna be like a Shadow Flame Evoker with Natharian's Legacy or whatever. Well, some people are assuming it's gonna be maybe like a Shadow Flame Evoker. Ow. Was that man hitting me? Sharpers will be upset. Wait, choosing testing Thursday? Okay, okay. So they got raid testing and then they got Mythic Plus testing right after, yeah? Okay, so that's what you're doing Thursday then. Raid testing. Do they know which bosses? Is it gonna be like first few or like some mid-tier bosses? I doubt they're gonna be doing like the newest bosses yet. Also, Evoker's already popping off in the opener. Literally, we just opened up on a boss. There's literally a whole phase where we got 40% more damage. I'm saving all my cooldowns for that part. And this man is literally... Okay, Warrior now is just popping off. Am I just doing no damage? Am I bugged? Because I feel like I'm doing no damage. Okay, we got a really good buff. So when we do our dance thing, we'll be okay. Okay, 40% damage buff. Wow, with spirits up. And thundering. Beautiful. We just gotta hold on to this for as long as we can. Come on. Why would you do that? Why? 30% more damage while we have 40% more damage. Look at the boss, he's just melting. Man, it's just absolutely like a witch of the Wild West. Get him out of here. Paladin trolling me, man. My parse. My parse. No, seriously, like, if you are getting in the situation, you got thundering or whatever, I think that would be one of those, like, oh, I know you want to take out thunder because it's super annoying as an affix, just remove it. So run into another person just to get rid of it. But, like, we got like, a really, really good combo, man. You know? 30% more damage from there, 40% more damage for slaying the soul. Like, just hold on to that buff combo as long as possible. Just let us pump for a second here. Just gotta cloak this so I can stay in. We gotta get this combo again here in a bit with thundering. Except soul steal is gonna happen at a worse time, I think. Yeah, well, soul steal may happen at the worst time here. There you do want to dispel, because otherwise you're just risking stunning each other. Like that guy, he was just trying to stay in the downstairs phase, and he's just dead. Rest in peace, Warrior. Good man. All right, how did that trinket do there? You know, it's actually kind of okay for like an unused trinket, not an unused trinket, like a passive thing. It's okay. It's really could have been worse. Okay, well, protection paladin, you're just never gonna have these guys just constantly casting, are ya? That's just the case, right? Because you just got shields, gonna get silences off anyway with the interrupt. The wings 75% damage, all the wings 200. The hard buff melee wings, really? Oh, that's good. I always enjoyed the melee wings playstyle, like the idea of it. It just never really was all that strong. But that could be really good. That damage could be kind of nice because that's more healing that way too. And it gives like a melee playstyle, like, hey, you want to do some damage? Like a purpose. Is it longer cooldown? 75% damage heals. Oh, that's actually really nice. Yeah, that's really, really good. But, oh, that's also really good. Wait, how many? 5 targets or 3 targets still? Or just all targets in the party? Because if it's all targets in the party, melee wings is back, baby. Melee wings is actually coming back. Lots of new changes? Okay, dude, come on, man. Good boss on Friday. Some Friday, rest will be determined. Okay, okay. So that means we gotta be doing that. So I'm gonna have to. I don't know how we're gonna do 5-5-1-1 duels on Friday. We're gonna have to. This is gonna have to run with whatever we got. But I think we'll still do duels, but like I'm just gonna have to like see how the red testing is gonna be over the weekend with the boys. So 160k is the best damage I could do there with a Grief Torch. It's about all I could do compared to the Evoker doing like 100k comfortably. Actually, what's going on with the Fury Warrior damage? That man is kind of losing out to the Protection Paladin. I mean, so am I. Don't get me wrong. So like we're in the same boat. But like, also we should have done double Spider Pack. That would have been really, really fun for the Protection Paladin and the Evoker because they're the only ones that can even hit that many mobs at once. They really gotta think about maybe uncapping Outlaw or like soft capping us. Like reduce the damage on Blade Flurry a little bit so we're not doing like 50% more damage or 60 or whatever, however much we are right now. But like give us some kind of soft cap, man. Make me actually feel like usable in big trash packs. At least do some sort of damage. Because at least you would have poisons that would be hitting everything if we did that. At least it's a little bit of damn. Or make the ability like Blade Flare hit a lot harder in the pure AoE situations beyond a certain amount of targets, like, or scale with numbers of mobs I'm hitting. Because then I could do a big Blade Flare or a big killing spree, have those be uncapped. That could be happy there. We have to check PTR for retesting. Okay, yeah, I will. We'll check out PTR notes in just a second here. Once we get past this key. We'll see how that trinket works by the end of the run. Because if it has at least some decent single target value, then I'll be happy with it. And then I think we might just call it there after this dungeon and check out our PTR notes. And we'll get ready for the raid tonight. I am probably going to have to transfer over some primal chaos from my main rogue over to my alts. Unless I just want to buy potions. Which I might just have to buy potions. Because I won't have primal chaos to be able to make potions. Unless I can somehow find like 40 primal chaos by tonight. I don't think I want to group throw this thing, do I? Save it for the boss, maybe? Probably. Super excited for the Forbidden Reach in the dungeons. Wait, Forbidden Reach new raid and new Reach raid dungeons? Oh, you mean like just in general? Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I'm excited for the new stuff. I thought you meant like Forbidden Reach dungeon. And I thought, wait, are we getting a new one? I think that'd be cool if they got new dungeons though. But I got confused there for a sec. Set bonus available. Oh, set bonuses! Are you kidding me? Hey, yo, set bonuses? No. Oh my god, let's go, boys. Oh yeah. Yo, sets. They got a set vendor. We can test set bonuses. Okay, that's what we were doing. After this, when we get a chance, that's what we're doing. Let me get in the puddle. Oh my god, let's go, boys! Primal Chaos be away? Not by an account, but you can transfer them over. So you have to go to the vendor, and you do lose some Primal Chaos when you do that. So I'll probably do that in like a second. But yeah, it's still like yeah, Primal Chaos, like, it's still, even if you can transfer, you do lose some in the process. So you don't really want to transfer unless you have to. I'm not swimming in Primal Chaos, let's be honest. I've actually been using Primal Chaos a ton on my rogue. I probably should stop making these things. These infusions. I need to stop making these things. Because I keep making infusions and that takes Primal Chaos to make some. It takes like 150 Primal Chaos and purple gumballs to make one. I need to stop doing that, otherwise I'm just burning through all of it. I'm not crafting anything either. That or I just need to start crafting items. I need to start crafting gear. But it takes Primal Chaos to make an infusion, takes Primal Chaos to even craft an item, takes Primal Chaos for literally everything. There's the boss. I'm gonna be on the boss the entire time, I think. Does the boss actually have like a mechanic that needs to be tanked? Or does he just like... Because I don't think he actually needs to be tanked, does he? Not really. At least I don't think so. Hey, Maggie? Yeah, dude, I'm excited. Oh my god, let's go. Give me them tier sets. I'd love to test them. I want to see what they're gonna be. See if they're any cool. And the idea with tier sets, like what would make them an ideal tier sets, is if they offer like new gameplay potential and give you a reason to play talents you normally wouldn't play, or allow it to create like certain builds to play a tier set around. I'm excited in general. I'm probably gonna cover them this evening, I think. So that'd be pretty fun to look at. Okay, vanish just to make sure I don't have movement speed buff. You don't want to vanish in puddles, by the way. Because vanish breaks the movement speed slows, and the puddle is a movement speed slow. So if you vanish before the movement speed is over, you just gotta screw yourself. Those revealed every tier set bonus. We'll see. We gotta comment and give feedback on every single tier set. Alright, we'll go this way. Dude, this evoker keeps popping off. I feel like I'm gonna get beat with by him in the overall. Just because I can't like cleave like he does in big A with trash packs. Like I'm just hard capped. But also I think that guy plays really well. Like say anything about the evoker. He does play really, really well. This guy knows what he's doing. Definitely is a decent evoker player. If not completely like good. Definitely at the very least very decent. Now I feel like I said it, now it sounds like a bad thing. I did not mean that in a bad way. Like the whole time I'm trying to keep getting damage with him and I'm just like upset that I can't. Remember blood build is gonna be meta? Okay, hold on. You can't be telling me what it is yet. Not all bonuses though, select ones. Oh, okay, so not everything. Okay. Still worth covering, I think. Still worth going over in my opinion. Is it most of them, or is it only like a handful of them? Because they're revealed every tier set. Like there should be every tier set available. At least it says in the blue post. It's all bound. Okay, this is BOA. Yeah, it's so bound, but it's not quite BOA. You can trade it over through a vendor. Or we're gonna get ads. We'll just kill these. We'll just kill this one. Oh, that guy's dead. Bucket is so dead. Unless he just gets a gig of healing. He's getting every external, man. Heal yourself, my guy. Press spell, reflect everything you got. Everything you can. Yeah, we can go to this guy instead. We're kind of meandering for a second there, trying to figure out which one we're doing. Gonna hit by storming just to make sure no one else gets hit by it. Link song list? Yeah, I'll link you the mix in a second. Once I get done with this guy. It's a lot harder doing some of these things when I'm mid-pull, boys. But as soon as I get a second, I will. Promise. Watch it. It's oh, Warrior's so dead, dude. That's the second time in a row. Maybe if you use every external on that man, maybe he lives this. Be very surprised if he does though. Warrior, use everything you got. This man is gonna stay alive, dude. This priest is working overtime. You gotta give the credit to the priest, man. Literally the only reason that man's alive throughout this fight. Getting hit by those puddles twice. That or maybe the paladin's helping. Paladin actually probably helping. Paladin's probably throwing sacks on the guy every single global he gets. Every single time he can. Probably throwing everything into Word of Glories too. We can just kill the boss, yeah? Can we? I'm gonna start cleaving just in case. Okay, we're committed. How do we do? You know what? Actually, not that bad. 80k? I honestly thought I was gonna get lapped around by that evoker. Yeah, Spiteful Storm wasn't bad at all as a trinket. That's not terrible. It's trinket damage. It's a passive trinket that's gonna be better in certain boss fights for sure. Cool. TY. TY. Thanks for inviting me, boys. Honestly, I thought maybe the warrior was gonna beat me too. I feel like we timed that really, really quickly, didn't we? Was it a +2? I don't know how much we plussed it by. +2, yeah. It was actually super fast. What a fast dungeon run. Thank you all for having me. You're fine. It's fine. Alrighty, boys. Let's take a look at all this. They need to bring back Mark Reversal for Guardian. Yeah, I think Guardian needs something against magic damage. Like, either need like some kind of like a DR, a way to immune it, or like heavily reduce it. Like even just like even if you give him like a 3-minute cooldown to just like give him 30% magic reduction for like 10 seconds. I think Guardians would take literally anything when it comes to magic damage because it just takes so much. I know not the best cooldown, right? Not the best combo for sure. I'm just like thinking of like given like the most minimal defensive, that would be like, you know what, at least it's something and I will take it. Even if you gave him like a 3-minute that only reduces by 30%, a Guardian Druid will probably be like, oh my god, finally. I know it wouldn't be exactly what they need or what they deserve in my opinion, but at least it'd be something. Let me get you to mix my guy real quick. There we go. They just keep giving him more health. More health can be good because it lets you deal with the damage taken, the magic damage. The problem with more health is the magic damage goes through all their armor, so health at least helps you buffer it. But even like Blood DK, who has quite a bit of health, Blood DK has like AMS, you know? And at least monks stagger a portion of magic damage, so at least they have some kind of mitigation. You know, warriors can at least pop a defensive. Maybe that'll do something for them. I'm trying to see if we can swap to PTR, see if it's up. Looks like it needs an update. This isn't compatible, but like maybe it'll let me in. Okay, it needs an update. Alright, we'll just update it. If this update is quick, we'll just hop on and we'll see what they got. But every single tier set bonus revealed. Oh, class set design. Oh, they got a bunch of them. Oh. Oh. 120,000 banned and changes to Death Knight creation. Password ticket action, malicious accounts, World of Warcraft supplements, and recent action will will be returning Death Knight creation. Restrictions of classic means that unless you have already 55 characters in your account. Oh, so botting. They're trying to prevent it. Cool. Makes sense. Okay, so while that's taken, chat, do we just take a look at these in-game or just look at them here? Do we just wait to take a look at these tier sets in-game or just look now? Actually, let's do this. Let's do this. Don't even answer it. Let's take a look at the patch notes. Hopefully they don't have the tier sets in the patch notes, but let's see what they got. New raid, Abra, Shadow Crucible, Zerala Caverns. Crucible armor sets, Death Knights, Hunters, Demon Hunters, Paladins are available for testing. Oh. Demon Hunter, Druid, Mage, Brewmaster, Paladin. So Rogue isn't available, but they do have the set, I think, revealed. Does a Rogue have a set? Okay, so they have a set. They don't have one available for testing, though. Okay, so they have it, what they wanted it to be, but they can't test them yet. Understood. That's what you guys meant. Okay, I see. Is Rogue really not on there? Rogue is not on there. That's unfortunate, but at least we can talk about it, about the tier sets. But you can take a look at it, I guess. So Mythic Pluses are available this week, which is going to be awesome. I think Thursday, yeah? Yeah, March 16th, Thursday. Dudes, copy a character over in PTR because I want to do Mythic Plus testing. Balance Druid. Twin Moons no longer generates astral power. Okay, so they're trying to make Twin Moons less good. I get it. Fixing it for with some numbers will not affect the Shred and Rake. Updated description, pounds and strikes. Specify the damage of attacks full duration. Okay, good. Paladin, yeah, Avenger Crusader. More healing. Split amongst them. Okay, so 5 nearby allies. It used to be just 3, I think, but now it's 5. That's really good. That's really, really good. That is really good. That's a good change. That's a good change. Priest. It's a bunch of shadow stuff. Shadow Crit's damage to reduce. Shadow Crit's 20-second cooldown. That's really good. Oh, that's so good. So, you know, one of the things they're doing with Shadow Priest, how you can't mind steer anymore, but they want to make you, you know, dot and cleave. At least Shadow Crash 20-second cooldown means you can always maintain dots and spread them to targets easily. But basically, Shadow Crash replaces Vampiric Touch to some degree. Death and Madness is generation reduced. Death and Madness, so it does Shadow Word Death, which is going to be also part of the Execute combo. Shadow Word Death generates 4 sanity, so now it generates baseline, and it can be upgraded with Death and Madness. Okay, that's fine. Death Speakers, so they want also make sure that you're not over-generating insanity, which is the problem with current Priest. You just generate so much insanity, you can't spend it fast enough. So they're reducing it, but increasing the impact of those spenders and generators and all that, which is like to offset it, which I guess is good. I guess it's really, really good. Let's see. Then we got Death Speaker trigger rate is increased, which is good. That's the one where Death Speaker is the one where Shadow Word Pain ticks have a chance to reset Shadow Word Death and make it so that Shadow Word Death can be used on any enemy and it have full execute value. So that's gonna be increased by a bunch. So more resets on Death Speaker, which could be really good for cleave and AoE. Also, it has more of a cleave element baked into it, so even more cleave. Now increases the rate of Shadow Word Death by 25% while active. This speaker separately increases the max charge of Shadow Word Death by 1, which is good. This speaker no longer triggers Death and Madness cooldown, good. New talent, Distorted Reality. Increases damage of Divine Plague by 20, but Divine Plague now deals damage over 12 seconds. Setting costs increase, so you have a longer duration of Shadow Word Death. Dot-based gameplay. I like it. That's pretty cool. Echo and Crouching Shadows removed. I don't know what that one is. Divine Plague instant damage is increased. That's good. So that's baseline now. That's awesome. Surge of Insanity removed. The Crouching Shadow position. Surge of Insanity as spell alert while active. Good. More alerts is great. Mental Decay now updates maximum duration. That's about it, right? Okay, cool. Hunter, Interlope. 3 hostile spells on your target. Awesome. Frostbomb has explosion increased by 50. Other than grants a charge of Brain Freeze. Priest, PvP Town Phase Shift. Step into shadows when you cast Fate of Oil attacks and spells. Ah! They brought it back, boys! They brought it back! You can fade and immune abilities. 0.5 seconds. Wow. Timing that is going to be a pain, but it could work really, really, really well. What is that tier set for SS? When Deathmark expires, nature damage deal is increased by 40% for 30 seconds. Huh? Okay, hold on a second. That seems like a lot. What the hell? That seems like a lot. That's like a big poison build. What the hell is this? That. Alrighty. So a bunch of PvP changes this week, not as much PvE changes. So Phase Shift is good, that's interesting. Added to personal display, that's awesome. PvP Talent Absolute Faith. Leap of Faith pulls the 3 furthest allies. Distributes health between you and affected. What? Huh? Also pulls the spirit of the 3 furthest allies and distributes health between you and affected allies. It's a link, so you can grip and link 3 allies? What? That's so interesting. It could be good. Eternal Rest is gone. Dweller from Evil is gone. Shaman. Stormkeepers increased damage lighted by 30% was 50. What? No! Shaman! What the hell is this? Stormkeeper increased the lightning bolt damage by 30. Was 115. Casting lightning bolt surge of power cause elemental overload to PvP was 2. 1. You even have less overloads. Lightning bolt damage increased by 30. Oh. So lightning bolt damage baseline you're bought by 53. Is that better? Or is that worse? Because they made it so that you can't get a bunch of procs. Base damage got buffed. But like, you don't ever cast lightning bolt in PvP. You don't have a reason. Is this going to be like, now you have to cast lightning bolt? Now you got to get kicked all the time. Because normally you just flame shock, lava burst, frost shock, earth shock. Like, do you have to stand there and cast at people now? Maybe. Talent Volcanic Surge increases damage of lightning bolt, chain lightning, lava burst by 20. Lava Surge instead reduces the casting move next lightning bolt. Huh? I'm sorry. That's kind of interesting. Okay, you were correct to be like, yo, just keep reading. Shut up and keep reading. Thunder Charge. Aw, come on, man. It's a good ability though. Bin of Fragility has been removed. Destruction, Cremation has been removed. They just removed a bunch of stuff from you guys. Call Fell Hunter removed. Legends of Pain removed. I think they're not even giving you anything new. They're just like gone. Out of here. You can't have it anymore. Wow, okay. Interesting. So it's mostly a tier set thing, isn't it? Okay. Alright, chat. Let's take a look at some of these tier pieces. Okay, chat, give me a class idea. Give me class suggestions. Which tier set are we looking at first? Give me a chat suggestion right now. Right now, boys. Real quick, real quick, real quick. Class suggestions, go. What class has a tier set? Yeah, I started looking at it, Jake. I want to showcase it. That looks interesting. That actually looks really interesting. What the hell is this? What? No wonder they changed the PvP setup, because tier set is going to be nuts. Oh, my dagger's different. It's blue now. It used to be red. I wonder if it was like better now. Shaman tier? Okay, we're doing Shaman tier. So what I gotta go? Orgrimmar, Stormwind, yeah. That's a priest. Stormwind. Okay, this one's already in Stormwind. Shaman, we'll do Shaman and red. Okay, we'll take a look at Paladin as well. Shaman and Pally. Is Shaman one of the classes available for testing? Shaman not available, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like Shaman is not available. Although the tier set is going to be nutty. Pally is available. Protection Pally is available. Retribution is not available for testing. Yeah, so Shaman can do. That sucks. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Like, we know what the tier set is. We don't have it available for testing, though. I do wonder if they have, like, a tier set to wear at the very least. So we can, like, let's do this. Let's just go over to the vendor. We'll just see if there's even a tier set to wear, right? Also, do they have a PvP tier vendor or set vendor? Because, like, a PvP version of this gear would also be kind of nice to see. Just because, so you can have, like, all that versatility. And you could just try stuff. And maybe get, like, a PvP version of the tier set. I think that'd be really good. That or just give us, like, the PvP version that scales the same way in PvE and PvP. Let's just look, chat. I like how they're releasing all this 10.1 stuff while people are going to be playing 10.07 very, very soon. It's like, man, we were really splitting us down the center. There's a PvP vendor. Oh, there is. Good. Good. I didn't know there was one. It's all loading for a second, though, chat. I feel like the performance is a lot better, because the PTR usually has really bad performance. Like, even if it's loading, or maybe the performance will drop once everything's loaded. Who knows? Yeah, that Elemental Shaman change is really interesting. With the PvP talent. That could be good. They really want you to cast spells. They don't want you to be insta-cast, though. Which is weird, but I guess it kind of sort of makes sense. Let's see if I can find it. Volcanic Surge. So Lava Surge is necessary for it. Okay, so I need PvP talent, but that's gonna be really cool. Increases the damage of Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning Lava Burst by 20. Lava Burst instead reduces the cast time of the next Lightning Bolt. Lava Surge. Oh, the procs of Lava Surge. So you can play a Lightning build with Lava Surge. Oh my. So they have some trinkets. Not all the new ones. Yeah, they just don't have a Shaman set at all. Yeah, just don't got one. Do you have the new gear? They don't have the new gear. They have the elite set with 408, which is 424. So that's the current tier. I was hoping maybe they would have the appearance of the Shaman set, but I guess they don't. I was hoping that they would. Would have been awesome if they did. Also, some of my stuff and bags are just missing. Okay. They look weird. I guess you can test some of the new trinkets, can't you? Yeah, bad that the Shaman set isn't available. That's unfortunate. At least we got a PvP vendor, so like we could do a PvP testing with the new stuff. That's really nice. I wish they had the new PvP gear on there, but maybe they just don't even have like the appearances available at the moment. That might be part of the issue to a degree. All right, well, that kind of sucks. I was hoping maybe to be able to take a look at the shaman set, just to like wear it, but there's no real way of doing that, is there? Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Kind of unfortunate. Alrighty, let's take a look at the paladin then. Everybody's testing it immediately. Let's take a look at the paladin set, because protection pally and holy pally apparently are available for testing. I'm just gonna have to get out of visual span though. Ayla Shaman Tier said makes me want to cry. It rips straight from Torghast. Yeah, the Shaman Tier said yes, it's basically a Torghast tier. But like I don't hate it either. Like Torghast itself does, like, just because it's from Torghast does not mean it was like by default bad, if that makes any sense. Like, it's not ideal, some of the Torghasty stuff. Definitely not ideal, but it's interesting. It's interesting. B2 said does not work Divine Toll, I'm sad. I'm sure it will though. Like, this is the first iteration of the sets. I'm sure they're like got it kind of like, okay, sort of kind of working, let's just release it. Because they don't even have all of them ready, but it's like, okay, we're not ready, let's release what we got. We'll keep working on stuff and we'll collect feedback and adjust as time goes. They've been pretty good at hotfix and PTR. They've been really, really good recently at hotfix and the PTR. And just said, okay, you're gonna have to give me a second here. You're gonna have to give me a second. I'm in literally Azure span, zoomed all the way out. I was doing some Furball questline stuff. You gave me throw. Can I prevent that from doing it? Super awkward. I should draw a message in here. Hold on, chat. Chat, hold on. I'll give you. I'll draw you guys a message here. That's a terrible. That's supposed to be an H. Hi. Hi, chat. Terrible at this. Alrighty. I guess I go to Voltrak and go to Orgrimmar. I wish I just had a heart just to go straight to Orgrimmar. Death is available, Demon Hunter is available, Druid, Mage, Brewmaster, Monk, Holy Palette Protection, but no red apparently. At least you can take a look at them. Visit sets of tournaments, Storm and Orgrimmar to pick up sets. Scott's Armor said details can be found in the feedback thread. Please share bugs via in-game bug reporting tool. Any feedback, the bonuses feedback thread. Okay. Yeah, this is where I feel like feedback is going to be great. Give you feedback, like from class perspective, give you feedback. Definitely give you feedback. Make your voice known. Like, if you have any experience with that class whatsoever, been playing it for a good while, you see issues mechanically with the current design of Shadowlands, give feedback. Feedback what works, what doesn't work. But just said it looks bonkers, but the force looks bad. That's something that could also be adjusted, I guess, yeah. But let me take a look at this thing. Is it here? There we go. Seasonal affixes are in development and will be available for testing in a future PTR build. Wait, they added a blue post in the new PTR notes. Seasonal affixes are in development. Like this, I guess they're talking about like +7 affixes, yeah, like the volcanics, the quakings, the stormings. Like they're changing those up. They did say they want to change some of them, but they're not actually going to add like a seasonal affix. Like season 1 storming, season 2 is like no bonus one. They're just going to freshen up the ones we already have. Okay. How do you guys feel about no seasonal affix, by the way, on season 2? Like the idea? Or not really? Think you play pretty good. I'm a rogue to only do 40 to 150k damage with outlaw, but lower 40 to 70 GG. Let me see. Appreciate you, my man. Hey, if you got any questions, my guy, or if you want to peep the guides, man, I got some. Or if you just want to talk some rogue stuff, DM's always open. I don't think I'm that good at rogue. I just suspect that I'm a class I've been playing for like ever. And I specifically enjoy outlaw just because I like the playstyle of it. Definitely not the easiest spec or the easiest version of outlaw, but I do like the uniqueness and the depth behind the current iteration. We're just gonna reduce the level of keys, like make them easier. Come on, let's be honest. Would you complain about keys being a little bit easier? Not a lot of people would. I know it's supposed to be like a challenge and whatnot, but a lot of people wouldn't complain. Oh, keys are easier, man. I don't want to do them no more. People will probably have more fun getting the keys and getting the rewards out of the way. Honestly. Like most extreme high keys I do in the season affix will be back in on plus system. Like most extremely high keys are to do with the season affix. Yeah, but like you either get a good seasonal affix and then keys are super. Okay, it crashed. We crashed, boys. But either like the problem with the seasonal affix is like if you get a good one and it's like really fun and really easy, you can push keys super high. When you get a really annoying one, pushing keys is just not that fun. They've had more bad affixes for seasonal than good ones, so I feel like not having a seasonal affix that changes things. Less variation, less variables. We already have 45 and tyrannical that people already find like kind of difficult to play with anyway. The third combination of affixes can make things a little bit more annoying. But I feel like standardizing a little bit may not be the worst, because variants we have now is pretty up there. I love there's no season affix. The dungeons are made overloaded. Yeah, I do agree with you. It does definitely can feel overloaded, Jonas. I messed up your name. Jonas. How you doing, my guy? Yeah. It definitely can feel a little overloaded. Like, it's a lot of things to watch out for. And like thundering is just an extra hurdle, but like it's not pride. I didn't like there's other affixes I really like. I didn't like affected, I didn't really like prideful. Thundering is not my favorite, but it's better than some of those in my opinion. It's I feel like some of the other Shadowlands like season 2 and season 3 were actually pretty good. I probably like them a little bit better than thundering. I'm not gonna lie. Literally season 2 of Shadowlands one, I kinda like that one. You kill the mini boss. Or if you didn't kill it, he appeared later, or that mechanic appeared later in the boss fight. Oh, look at that druid set on. Oh, come on! Why? I was gonna look at your set, and they gave me the bear form. Oh, look at Xanda. Where's Xanda? Stop running! Why are you running? Oh, good. Yeah. Okay. I wanted to show you guys the Tauren with a set because it looked good, better than the human that they showed. Okay, so Red Pally does not have a proper tier set. Ooh! Yo! I'm a fan. I like this. I like this set. I like it. You know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of like a Knight in Shining Armor set, but also kind of gives me like it almost gives me a little bit of that a bit of like, what am I trying to say here? A bit of like Space Marines vibe. Am I the only one? Has a bit of like Space Mariness about it. Inquisitor thing, like Dragon Age kind of thing. I think it has a Dragon Age thing too about it. Oh, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Again, Priest looks better if you compare the two, but I don't think it's a bad set. Feels like BFA somehow. Really? BFA? Like some of the BFA sets? Or like BFA the expansion? Because I'm thinking like BFA is like Pirates, Dogs, Borealis, Kultiras, Zandalar, Uldir, Nazoth, Ajara, but like none of these things really stick to the set. That's me though. What part feels like BFA? Because I'm actually genuinely curious. Like, is it similar? Like you're saying, similar to the sets, or feels like it's from that era, like the low quality kind of. Yeah. I don't know. It looks similar to Traveler Transmog. That's what I thought though. Traveler. Oh, like the you mean the Shadowlands one, the pre-order one? Hold on, if I could maybe find it. Where's the Traveler set? Traveler. This thing, right? Patron Traveler. This thing. I mean, you could kind of put them side by side, can't you? That was a Shadowlands, could be. Yeah, so that's like, it's like Shadowlands pre-order set, but it was available in BFA. Like, I don't. Yeah, maybe it's a bit far-fetched. I mean, you had the idea from somewhere, and I can maybe kind of like, I'm having a hard time seeing it, but there are some parts that maybe are like familiar, like the big bulky gauntlet, a shoulder with like a spell effect, and like a chest piece that's kind of like front forward, like this dragon look. There's like a breastplate kind of deal, and it's like a hoodie that stretches back. They see horns that stretch back, like to some degree maybe, but like when looking at the two. Maybe? Were you thinking of maybe like, yeah, I just don't know. So it looks good though, I like it. Yeah, I don't know about the BFA part, but like, yeah. I think so too. I don't think it looks terrible. But I don't think Paladins have had a lot of bad sets, but that's just my opinion. Not everybody's gonna like him though. There are like a handful of sets that I look back, I'm like, Throne of Thunder when you look like a big old light bulb. Oh, DK. Nah, that's a good looking set. No matter what you say about Pally or not, whether you like it or not, Death Knight is insanely good. Oh, it looks sick. Oh, it's high quality too, like it's super, super good looking. Oh my god, you really don't see the pixels unless you really put your eyeball right next to it. Anybody else got their set? Warrior? No set. Even a Valpera, man, look at that. That looks ruthless. I like it. Paladin, not wearing the set. Demon Hunter? They should have a set though, right? Oh, Monk set is available for testing. Okay. Alright. Alright, so Paladin, Holy, what do we got? Man, my talents are all gonna be scuffed, aren't they? Definitely gonna be all scuffed up. What do we get? Sure, that'll work. What's your tier set bonus? Holy Shot critical strikes heal for 50% more. Oh, holy crit. Interesting. And reduce the cooldown of Light's Hammer by 2 seconds. Holy Prism by 1. So it makes you want to play Light's Hammer, like as a talent ability. That could be good. I wonder if that could make Holy Prism better. Holy Prism by 1. Light's Hammer heals for 100% more frequently and generates 1 holy power every 4 seconds. Holy Prism healing is increased by 80% and it generates 1 holy power if cast on an enemy target or 3 if cast on an ally. What is the cooldown of Holy Prism? No, that's an interesting set. It plays into like, hey, 20 seconds. That could make Holy Prism an actual ability. That could be kind of cool. Oh, yo, this could be interesting. Wow, what a tier. It's very, very like straightforward. Like, hey, it's gonna play around these 2 talents. Here's 2 ways it buffs it. That's interesting. I kind of like that. Or I wonder if that's gonna be good. It just Holy Prism never really gets any play. Light's Hammer does, but like mostly because like there's not really much else to pick outside of it. Protection Paladin. Avenger Shield causes the targets struck by to burn with heat fire, dealing an additional 20% damage over 5 seconds. Heat fire heals you for 100% of the damage it deals. German crits can trigger Grand Crusader. So basically, big shield, throw the shield, do big damage, heal yourself. Judgment crits can trigger Grand Crusader. Was Grand Crusader always like... Less a hammer, 50% chance to reset the main cooldown, or Judgment? Grants a charge of Judgment. Okay, that could be like a Judgment, big shield. Judgment, big shield. That could be interesting. Does it work? Working on these guys. Oh, it has a heat fire. Okay. Yeah, so like it'll spread to everybody and it'll do a bit of damage and it'll heal ya. The damage is kind of low, right? 20% of the damage. So you basically want to play into that big Avenger Shield damage then. That's interesting. Of course, that Holy gives a massive bonus compared to the other classes. Yeah, the Holy one seems like an interesting one. It's the resources, healing. It's a lot. Mage one is available for testing? Hold on, I want to peep that real quick. Okay, hold on, chat. Actually, looking at the clock, chat, I don't think I will be able to do too many more of these. It's 7:40. God, that looks good. Look at this thing. It looks like a good set. I really can't hate it. I like it. I think maybe the pixels are a little bit more like too stacked together or something. There's like a little bit of muddiness around like the face or something. Maybe it's just my sharpness setup. But like it doesn't look like a bad set. I want to do more of these. We'll probably do them tomorrow, chat. But today I have to go. I have to get food. I have to get ready for the raid. I'm streaming the raid. If I wasn't streaming the raid, then maybe I would just hang out here a little bit longer. Look at the Crusaders Judgment talent. What spam judgment if you keep critting? Hold on. I'll take a look at it later tonight, Atho. If you want to DM me some of the things I should watch out for, peep, when I'm looking at the tier set, I would love to. So we got class changes. We got new tier sets. Bunch of bonuses revealed. There's a lot to work on, dude. I'm not getting any sleep at all this week. Never getting sleep. I was already working on another project already. I was going to start and stuff, but now we got even more. No sleep till Brooklyn. Boys, thanks so much for going by. Raid in an hour. I'll see all of you tonight, you beauties. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for going by. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys all either this evening or tomorrow when we check out more PTR stuff. Alrighty, boys. Hopefully PTR will be available tomorrow. Alrighty, boys. I'll catch all of you in the next stream. Alrighty, boys. Peace.
I'm a mess.